I want to talk with you a little bit tonight about an idea that may seem really strange or foreign to you, but I've titled the lesson, Christianity Without Christ. Is that possible? I teach in a private Christian school. I'm the Bible teacher in high school. And one of the things that the class I'm teaching right now is an apologetics class. And apologetics is a defense of Christianity. That's what it is. And so we talk about how we can know that we really have the same documents that were written by the writers of the New Testament and things like that. But one of the things that I've run across in my research and study and preparation to teach this class is a group of people, a quasi-religious group called Christian atheists. Did you hear what I said? Christian atheists. What's a Christian atheist? And that got me to thinking, really, Christ is pretty central in Christianity, right? I mean, He's the central part of the word of Christianity. But sometimes I think we have a tendency to get all caught up in a lot of the stuff to do with Christianity. And we forget the reason. We forget the man. We forget Jesus Christ and what He did and the life that He lived. Is Jesus relevant to you in any way? And I say, well, of course He's relevant. The Bible teaches us how to live our lives and how to treat our families, and all that's true. But couldn't the Bible have been written without Jesus? I mean, couldn't you have all the stuff that's in the Bible and not have the Son of God? That's what these Christian atheists say. They say, well, culturally we're Christians, but religiously we're atheists. We don't believe there's a God. We don't believe Jesus came out of the grave. We don't believe He did any miracles, or maybe even that He really existed, but we like the teachings in the Bible, the basic moral teachings, and so we want to follow those, at least to a degree, in our lives. Let me ask you another question related to that. How long has it been since you thought about Jesus? Did you think about Jesus today? Did He cross your mind? You say, well, of course He did, because I'm at church tonight. That ought to tell you I thought about Jesus. Now, I'm not talking about thinking about church. Did you think about Jesus? You see, Jesus is who saved you. The church doesn't save you. The church is the saved people. The church isn't what saves you. Jesus saves you. You might say, well, I read my Bible. I think about Jesus because I read my Bible. I'm not talking about thinking about the Bible. The Bible is the message of the salvation that we have in Jesus. The Bible teaches us about Jesus, but it's Jesus that saves you. It's not the Bible. It's Jesus. When was the last time you thought about Jesus? Say, well, I was talking to somebody just the other day and I was telling them about the doctrines of the church. I'm not talking about the doctrines. The doctrines are what Christians or saved people believe, but the doctrines don't save us. They're just what we believe. It's Jesus that saves us. So I ask you again, when is the last time you personally just thought about Jesus? Did He cross your mind today? Now I'm here, been here since Wednesday. My wife is at home in Prosper, Texas. I thought about my wife today. I called her on the phone. I said, hey, honey, how are you doing? You survived the tornado that came through last night and the golf ball size hail and all that. That's great. How are you? I thought about her today. Did you think about Jesus? What about yesterday? Did you think about Jesus yesterday? Have you thought about Jesus at all personally this week? Or do you just think about your religion? Do you just think about, well, I got to be a good person, I got to read my Bible, and I got to pray, and I got to be nice? And do you ever think about Jesus?